Hello students and colleagues. Today's topic is octet rule. Firstly, the octet rule is given by Kossel and G.N. Lewis in 1916. They proposed an electronic theory of chemical combination which explained the nature of chemical combination between the two atoms. First of all, Kossel introduced the term electrovalent bond, and Lewis introduced the term covalent bond. Atom combines to form the molecules to achieve an octet in their valence shell via transfer of electrons or sharing of electrons. This is known as octet rule. The principle of attaining the maximum of 8 electrons in the valence shell of atom is called as octet rule. There are some examples of complete octet. First example is water H2O. In this example, oxygen attained the 8 electron in its last cell by accepting 2 electrons from 2 hydrogen atom. The next example is CH4 methane. In this example, carbon contains 8 electrons in its last orbit, except 4 electrons from the 4 atom of hydrogen. The next example is ammonia NH3. In this example, nitrogen contains 8 electrons in its last orbit. Hydrogen atom donates 3 electrons to the nitrogen and its octet becomes complete. The next example is CCl4. In this example, carbon contains 8 electrons in its last orbit and attains octet rule. Now, the exception of octet rule. First exception is the hydrogen molecule. Octet rule cannot explain the formation of hydrogen molecule. Here we see the formation of hydrogen molecule from the 2 atoms of hydrogen. After completing in the hydrogen molecule, hydrogen contains only 2 electrons and it does not explain the formation of octet rule. The second one exception is the incomplete octet. Octet rule cannot explain the formation of certain molecules which have less than 8 electrons in their valence shell. For example, lithium chloride, beryllium hydrogen, beryllium chloride, boron, boron trifluoride, aluminum chloride, and boron trichloride. This is the example where incomplete octet is available. In all these examples, the central metal atom cannot complete their octet. The other one exception is the odd electron molecules. In these, the octet rule cannot explain the existence of odd electrons, that is 7 electrons, 11 electrons, 13 electrons, etc. The example of odd electron molecules are NO, NO2, ClO2, etc. The next exception is expanded octet. Octet rule cannot explain the formation of certain molecules that have more than 8 electrons in their valence shell. For example, PCl5, SF6, H2SO4, etc. These are the examples of expanded octet. In all these molecules, central atoms such as phosphorus, sulfur do not contain 8 electrons in their last orbit, whereas they contain more than 8 electrons in their last orbit. Now, the last one is the exception is novel gases. Novel gases are inert, but some compounds of novel gases combine with oxygen or fluorine to form a large number of compounds. For example, XeF2, KrF2, XeOF2, XeOF4, XeF6, etc. And thank you so much for watching this lecture.